来到 Mandarin Monkey 广播时间。
Hi everybody and welcome back to the Mandarin Monkey podcast, episode 126.
好棒哦，126集，
对，
我忘记了。
Okay, yeah. We always forget. This time featuring Shawn.
Yay!
Hi Shawn.
Shawn.
Hey guys.
We'll introduce Shawn in just 1 second. I just need to say thank you, actually, first to Shawn as well, because Shawn very generously donated to us,
是
as we did mention in the last podcast, but did want to say it to you live
face to face
and face to face.
Face to face.
Also, we've got thank you very much to 3 new patrons, Jessica, who is now a privateer.
是
Jonathan, who is
Jonathan.
come on as well, who's a very funny chappy from Canada, actually.
对
Who I haven't physically met. I digitally met him, but you did, right?
对，他跟我差不多年纪，
对
我们差不多大。
Because you had a free lesson with him, right?
是啊，他很喜欢聊天。
Shawn, you should do that. You should totally do that. We'll set that up.
对啊，
Hannah, also Hannah.
是 Anna
Chat with Hannah. Chat with Hannah.
chat with Anna。
This is 很有意思. We have
这
a
是他的
French one.
信箱吗？
Huh? Yeah, yes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
This is. Do you remember? You could say we recently had a patron join us, Hannah,
嗯，
who's has a website called Chat with Hannah, and I thought, oh, because usually it's Hotmail or Gmail or Yahoo or something, and hers was Chat with, so Chat with Hannah, and I thought, oh, what?
哇，that's-
Okay, all right, okay, and I went on. She got a business site, and she does business marketing and startup consultation stuff, which is super interesting because.
我们需要。
That's what we are. Right. So, yeah. Hi, Hannah, and hi, Jonathan. Hi, Jessica. Thank you very much.
谢谢
for joining
大
us.
家。
We super
谢谢
appreciate
Shawn.
it. Yeah, and 谢谢你. So we're today here, 很特别的 guest.
嗯，
我们会说客人。
我们的可以
可以说客人吗？
来宾比较好，
来宾。
对，来
Okay,
宾
a bit better.
for like TV program，
Really?
真的啊，
Okay, so you are 来宾。
来宾
今，天你是来宾。
我们的广播来宾，
Shawn. And we've met Shawn. We had a chat with Shawn briefly before the Guanbo, just before the podcast. And he found us on Spotify.
对，
Right. Yes.
And you've been studying Zhongwen for 2 years?
2年。
这是对不对？
2年吧。
你有去过中国或者是来过台湾吗？
没有去过中国和台湾。Like 我的目标是去中国和台湾。
不错哎，他
That's
的
why I'm studying
Yeah.
Chinese.
Oh, cool. I was going to ask you, because actually one of the 10 questions isn't why are you studying Zhongwen, right?
哎哪一个
It's not. It's not one of the questions.
？Some of them 好像都不是哎。
Yeah, I know. So what is that your, so 这是你的目标? So 你要学习中文因为你要来吗? Because you want to come here or 你要
Actually, yes. Like I'm very fascinated about 我觉得他们多个他们多的国家很有意思 very interesting. And我觉得他们多很慢 very fast.
Oh.
Right? So I don't know how to express this, but it's very chaotic because I grew up in Asia. So it's just the lifestyle here, it's a bit slower. So I want to see new things, just experience the culture, the showu, the ifu, the ren, just enjoy a nice time.
I heard before, 我的老师 before 以前间 before my 中文老师他告诉我如果我要 experience Chinese 文化
对，中国文化
come to Taiwan, which is
so proud 很骄傲
because there's a lot of industrialization and stuff in China and that kind of thing. I think much more, although Taiwan is quite industrial as well. There's a lot of factories, including where we live.
对啊，现在正在走向这个道路 is building that way now.
但是如果你去 maybe some places like 台南
比较乡下的
很多历史
countryside 比较乡下
yeah, there's a lot of history though, like in
对，在台南最
台南
多
like temples and this kind of stuff. I think you can experience it.
对啊
So did you say you like the hustle, like the fast moving city life kind of?
Yeah, just the energy levels, just it's more fast paced, basically, and it just seems very interesting for some reason. I always whenever I'm watching like videos on like manufacturing, like most of them are from these regions because they produce a lot of stuff, products.
工厂
right?
很多工厂
So I'm like, wow, like these guys make like a lot of things. Like the tech there too is like pretty advanced. So like, I want to go there. I want to see what they're doing because they're like the number one places like for these things, right?
For
Technology,
sure.
Taiwan, like China's like manufacturing kings, in my opinion. So
当然，
对，这也跟
you're an engineer.
他的工作有关。
对，
对啊，
well,
算了。
I'm just thinking of the relationship currently with 美国跟中国是不好。So I still think Taiwan 是你的
选择。台湾很多像我们家附近就很多工厂。
对，
我们家就是工厂。
Yeah, our family has a factory.
Oh wow!
就是在做，我们以前有做过摩托车的电池 ，motorcycles battery。
Oh wow!
对，然后还有很脚踏车的踏垫的 pedals， 对，还有 vacuum cleaners，some parts of vacuum cleaners， 反正很多，然后就是觉得很有趣。
Yeah, I was before meeting Yula and meeting her family with the factory. I was so ignorant when it came to manufacturing.
Yeah,
I kind of thought there was a factory for a product, like a vacuum cleaner, for example, and then they would make that product from beginning to end. Do you know what I mean?
没有
Like, so they'd start with, I don't know, whatever, a design, and then one part of the factory would make the thing, and then it would go all the way through. But a lot of the time, there are like many different satellite factories that make the component parts to a thing, and then they send them somewhere, I guess, and they all get put together somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, like Yang 我的公司 so we make like the exterior of the 刷卡机 so and then the electronic systems come from another company they fit it in. So like you said, exactly.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We all learn things, right? 所以 Shawn, you're very, very welcome here. And thank you very much for coming on. We super appreciate it. Taking time out of your day, especially because of the time difference, right? It's a difficult one.
真的
12 hours. 12 hours?
对，12个小时在加拿大。
Like I never like felt like the time difference was an issue because like when I started learning Chinese, like literally like I used to like wake up on the time of like Taiwan, China, because I used to talk with people in China. And like, so like, okay, like, you know what, 4 p.m, like your time, cool, I'll wake up at like 4 a.m, like doesn't matter, like let me study, like
wow.
So like
好有热情哦 He has so much passion 对啊很棒
No, like I liked it, right? So I never felt like it was a chore or like I knew that okay, my sleep like might not be that good now, but the fact that you're helping somebody like get better at English or something that I have, like the sleep is better than like knowing that you helped someone. Like, it's more fulfilling.
Yeah,
basically.
所以你也很不喜欢睡觉吧？
他是我的朋友。
不喜欢睡觉。
I think it's such a waste of life. Like sleep.
但是你又很需要，对不对？
当然 I'm a person, right? I need sleep, but I still think it's a waste of life. I think if there was a wish I could have and I could not sleep, I would choose not to because I could do so many useful things during that time.
你生病的时候也是啊，我说睡觉休息哦 ，get some rest， 不要，我要工作。
Yeah, got it, right?
Wow.
We're the same, me and you. Oh, okay.
啊，
你要试试看吗？
我们要开始问问题了，加油。
OK，
不要紧张。OK， 第一个问题，你可以告诉我们你最常使用的哪一种练习书来练习你的中文。
So what is the book or books you most use to study? And the follow-up question, and what are the 1 to 3 books that had a great influence?
OK， 1到3本。
So I just want to say, 对不起，广播 listeners, like I don't use any books. So like the only book that I have is the one I take notes in. Okay. So like it's not like a book, but recently 我买了一本书 it's 这个拼音看书 so like I have it right now 拼音 yes
你可以给大家看这本书是哪一本吗？哦，所以是故事书。
Yeah, exactly. Story. And like on one side, it'll have like the 中文字 and then it'll have the pinyin on the other.
哦，很好。
So
我们之前
like
也有，对不对？我们也有，就是拼音，然后中文字的故事书。Okay.
And like I don't like study characters. It's not my 不是我的目标. But like it because my goal is 说话. Reading helps a lot with tones, especially because like you can read like a like if they say a dialogue like okay how this thing 我 or something like 我想 like something like that and they show you the intonations. So like reading really supplemented my speaking because I'm aware of tones and like of course like 当然 like 中文的声调 like 很重要 right like if you don't say it properly it's
所以你有上过课吗？中文课
like Chinese class
对
never I never had it 没有老师 like all of my study has been with 语言学习伙伴
Okay,
like 跟朋友们聊天
不错
I could just chat and I don't have like specific like because my learning it hasn't been like okay like so goal based like okay like this month I'll do like numbers I just like had like a leave to do kind of like just go in the wild like figure it out like whatever you want so like for me a plan would work not gonna lie but I just felt that if I didn't like anything of someone else's plan it wouldn't work for me right
了解
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was aware of what I needed to focus on first, which was the fine, right? Pronunciation. That's the key. That's the first thing I actually did.
而且你有伙伴，你有 partner 的话，他会帮助到你很多。因为我一直以为 like from the beginning until now 我以为你有上过课或者去过中国旅行，因为你的发音你的腔很标准 very standard 很好听，那我就想说他应该是有上过课 plus self study 再加上自己去学习所以当你说没有上课没有老师你只是跟伙伴跟你的朋友聊聊天很厉害耶2年
yeah, like I just felt like look I'm going through this journey like of learning like something really complex like it's a language and like I didn't want it to be stressful like because for me I don't perform well under stress like I won't even gather things so like the input I'm getting I'm making sure that I'm having fun I'm asking people like 你吃了今天你吃了什么给我看你的食物 like, show me your food I want to see like what you had today like show me like your school like like I'm getting that type of input like a cultural like not just like I don't do books like too much yeah it's just
这样也是好啦因为动力啊 motivation 就是最重要的所以你找到你自己的 motivation 你的动力你就很自然的就会学得非常的快
and having fun 是很重要
对真的
that's super important especially if your goal is speaking well the target if your goal is speaking is just speak as much as you can right it's just that you find every opportunity to speak as much as you possibly can and keep making mistakes and
对啊
hopefully the only thing I will say is I had a language exchange partner and we'd have conversations or try to have conversations in like a minute and then 2 minutes and 2 minutes do English for 2 minutes and then we do Zhongwen for 2 minutes we try this kind of stuff the only problem is 她不是老师 like she's not a 中文老师她是 like whatever so she couldn't correct me or like she couldn't correct me or she couldn't give me the why the way some like so grammatically so I should say this le and it should be there right or should this le be there and she'd be like I don't know just it goes there because that's where it goes in conversation and sometimes as an adult 大人你需要为什么 exactly you need the why, and I think, and that's where teachers come in useful because they can explain the why.
对
and try and make this all make sense. But it's still, our language exchange partners are all
对啊，
super
可是
helpful.
大家需要的东西不一样，所以他们可能不需要你告诉我为什么，我就是 just copy what you say， 然后我就会慢慢的把它练得非常的 fluent。那有些人就是你一定要告诉我为什么，我才会用。对，所以每个人的学习的 strategy 是很不一样的。
对，
但是动力还有你的兴趣是最重要的。对啊。
我有个问题，Shawn，你有苹果的手机吗？
苹果的手机Apple phone.
Yeah.
No, 我用Samsung.
Okay. I love the realization.
对，就是苹果。
Because the brain's like working like, okay, these are a couple of words that maybe I haven't heard it in this order before, but I definitely know that's an apple. That's an apple, right? That's
exactly. Yeah. I was like,
I love it. I saw the mechanics working. It was great. Okay. So we're developing an app that we talk about. I don't know if you remember hearing us say that. And the app we're designing it will help. It's especially for speaking and listening people.
all right.
So it would really help. But right now it's only being developed on Apple. Damn it.
All right.
But we should get you to test it. I'd love you to get you to test it because it'd be super useful. We are developing an Android version. But that requires me and Darian, who's the queen nerd at Mandarin Monkey to.
回来了。
We need new cable. I keep saying it. We need new cable. We should just go. It required the chief nerd and I to study a new language. On a platform called Flutter. So anyway, we'll get there. But I'll definitely talk to you afterwards about adding you to the list of developers, like of beta testers, right? Because I think it would really help. The app would really help. Like
工程师.
Do you remember what I said before about finishing these questions? Now it's 17 minutes in. 17 minutes.
对啊。
And that's question 1. 就是第一。
对啊。
Okay. Sorry, Shawn.
因为我们问了，他给我们答案，然后我们就会很好奇 like very curious.
对啊。
为什么 ？OK， 好。
Maybe even longer than that. Okay.
OK， 再来第二个问题，你遇到什么样的失败，创造现在的你？那你最喜欢其中哪一个经验
？So, no. 不对。
对不起，好，没关系。
Okay, okay, this is actually question 3, right? We'll go back to question 2 in a minute. How has failure or apparent failure set you up for your latest success? And do you have a favorite failure?
So because it's a 2-part question, like I always feel like failure is like always a part of success, right? Like your failures will lead you on to success. And the more failures you have, like you're going to succeed one day because the goal is to keep like trying like until I get it. So like, as long as you keep coming back from that failure, like it's pretty like helpful. Speaking of like a specific failure, so I used to play a lot of 踢足球, like back in the day, and we used to go for a lot of tournaments. We went for this tournament one day, and there was a lot of teams. So literally, these tournaments happened in one day, and we are like in the semifinals right now. And obviously, one more win takes us to the final, probably close to winning this thing. So I scored first, right? And typically, I don't like celebrate, and like just like a couple of high fives, and then my teammates goes so 2-0 up, and then life happened. We ended up losing 3-2, and it's just that when we scored the second goal, the energy like of the team was just like, oh yeah, we won. Like we're going to win this game. Like I got too complacent. I was like, oh, like even if they score one, we're still 1 goal ahead. So like right now, like ever since this was long, like probably 7 years ago, and like it still haunts me because like
yeah,
like I was very passionate about football. Like it was my life, like back in the day. And I remember like it dragged me. I couldn't sleep properly. I didn't want to talk to anybody because we were like literally celebrating going to the final in our heads, especially I was. And then ever since that day, like I try to be like not as complacent, you know, because at any given time, like I can lose it. Like, so I'm just like, whatever happens, I just got to keep going, like until I achieve my goals, like whatever I have to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get complacent. So that's what that specific failure
那个感觉很不好欸。
就是而且 we had this 对话，如果你变很舒服，如果你状况变很舒服，
你就会开始慢慢的being
You think, oh,
everything's okay.
I'm okay now.
对啊，我不需要太认真，不需要很努力。
对，
就是我们中文有一句话叫做胜不骄，就是 if you win, don't feel proud. And 败不馁 if you fail, don't lose your faith. Or just don't feel upset with the failure. 因为如果你获胜了，你赢了，然后你就开始觉得 oh, I'm the best.我不需要去努力，我不需要去去进步，那你就会慢慢的就会退步。那如果你失败了，你就说啊 I'm the worst， 我不要继续做了，我要放弃 I want to give up。
Yeah.
那你要怎么进步呢？对啊，
Yeah,
所以胜不骄败不馁，这应该就是你的故事。很棒的故事。
Yeah, no, I like it. And I've been in lots of situations actually similar to that. I think I can, I can agree totally with what Shawn's saying there. Like if you feel like you're winning, although I've never felt it in Yuyan, I've never felt it in Zhongwen.
我还没有过。
I've hit walls and plateaus of language where I thought I'm not. Yeah. But can I tell you something that really worked for me? Even recently has really worked for me. It's changing your language routine. Like change something in it. Like if you're hitting a wall, especially if you get to a point where you think, I'm not learning anymore. Like I'm not picking anything new up, from these books or whatever it is anymore. Like it's to change your routine entire, like find a new app or something, or find a new show that you can watch or something else that will use slightly different language. Instead of watching that ancient drama that you keep picking up these old Chinese words from, maybe switch it to a police drama.
太难了吧?
And then they'll use Jingcha and all different, investigation words, autopsies and stuff. And you think, oh, I don't know these words. And then you'll start, you know what I mean?
而且你不需要他们欸。好好笑，对不起。
让我咳嗽。Sorry. I'm still suffering from a cough. It's a very good story.
对，好棒，谢谢你。
Okay, back to question 2.
再来，我们第二个问题是，在什么东西是在100美金以下，它给你带来最多很多正面的价值。
So what purchase of $100, I guess, Canadian or US, or less, has most positively impacted your life?
我给你看。Okay, so I'll show you guys.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how you say this in Zhongwen, but it's a foam roller.
就是那个把运动完要用的，对不对？
对，
就是舒缓棒。
舒缓棒 you guess it.
I would just give it a name.
Okay.
Well, 舒缓就是 to relieve the muscle to make it more comfortable after the intense trains, right?
Yes, okay. Like I told you guys, like 我的工作很 physical, so like 每天我的身体疼 so like this gets me ready for the next day, stretch it out and just like feel better for the next day.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw you on your Instagram. There's a couple of like 运动的影片
装备。对啊，就是让你的压力不见很重要。
It's so important. Yeah,
我以前
we don't go now.
Like I was born. 我在一个要叫什么factory family， 就是从我以前小时候来大概7岁8岁，我就开始在我们家的 factory， 我们家的工厂工作。我觉得好累，就是我早上的 routine， 我每天的 routine 就是早上7点我要去 deliver the product， 所以我要开始搬货，把所有的 product 全部放到车子上面，然后就开车，我爸爸开车，然后我就跟着，然后我就要写 叫什么paid book 是不是
Yeah. But I don't know what it's called, like invoice.
对对对 what the product is and the money. 所以我要写那些东西，所以我要学写字，然后去到那个 factory 另外一个工厂，然后我就要开始把所有东西全部下来 unpack everything， 然后我要把这个 invoice 拿去给 boss， 然后我要去学我要怎么去跟一个 boss 说话，所以那个 labor 那个劳力
You need to speak to the boss at 8.
对啊就是因为我不知道就是我可能是我爸爸想要训练我 maybe he just want to train me 我不知道 or he's lazy maybe I don't know 所以我就要做那些事，但是我知道那个 labor 的 how much energy you have to it costs you to do those labor
and it's all day, isn't it? Right? All day, every day.
而且你在看台湾好热
我
每天就像一个娱乐干，就是 dry 娱乐，就是好热，然后又要做很多的那个工作，所以我知道你的辛苦。I know your feeling,
your hard work feeling.
And I'm glad that I'm not doing it right now. I'm not doing it as a career.
健康很重要。
健康很重要。
对 your health is very important. Okay,
okay.
4. We're not going to make it.
你有喜欢的中文名言吗？那是哪一个？为什么
？Do you have a favorite phrase in Chinese? Why?
When I started learning Chinese, this phrase always stuck with me. 一步来. So literally translates to like step by step, right? So like every time like I'm studying, I'm like, okay, like take it easy, 1% a day. Like I'm still progressing, right? Slow progress is like still working progress. So that always like, and not only for Chinese, like whatever I do, if I want to progress in it, like, okay, like 一步来, like, take it step by step, like no rush, like literally 没有压力, like,
don't stress.
And the opposite saying is 一步登天. You want to climb up, you want to achieve the sky just by one step. 一步登天.
Oh, it's like you're rushing into it.
Like 30天 course, I'm going to make you fluent. Sorry, I'm going to make you fluent in 30 days. No.
What are they talking? Thank you. Even Shawn's going, nah. Like for the listeners, like even Shawn's, you're not going to get.
不可能, yeah.
Do you know what these? I'm going to have a very small 1-minute rant. 可以吗？
好。
There are these people, right? I study business as well, okay? So not because I have to, because of what we do, right? So I study business and marketing and those kind of things as well. I read a lot of books, listen to a lot of books, and I see a lot of adverts now online because I search for it a lot. So in Instagram, we'll get these adverts that roll up the feed, and there'll usually be some marketing guru who says, you want to get rich quick? All you have to do is do my simple course, and it's 6 easy payments of $399.99 per month. Right. All of these things, all of them, bullshit. All of them are bullshit. Yeah. So with all these business and marketing things, now I feel the same way about these learn language quick courses, right? I don't think, and anyone can chip in here if they disagree, but I don't think it's possible to do that. And anyone who sells you anything, they say, oh, get fluent in 90 days, 30 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. You're lying to people.
Maybe 就是考试可以 test, you can do it.
What, pass the test?
对啊
Like you pass the HSK1 and whatever.
对，考试可以，但是如果你要说你的生活 influence, 这是不太可能的。
对. And I think the definition of fluency is different to each person, right?
当然
Like your fluency would be to have a conversation about,
work 工作或者是工厂。对。
Now, if they're saying fluency to them means go to a shop and say 我要袋子 or you know what I mean? 你有买蛋吗? Okay, you could probably do that. But if you mean to be able to speak to a native speaker at native speed about any topic,
yes,
it's just not possible. And I think it's offensive to people like you and like me who study the language for a long time and perhaps haven't or perhaps still can't have that level of conversation because
我就是一个非常好的我的 example 啊，我学了英文学了20年， 20
years.
但是我还是有时候可能说到 okay, let's say political topic, 我还是会有障碍. I will have issue with, talking about it with native speakers. 所以20年跟3个月 how do you weight that? 20年没有办法 fluent, 那3个月为什么可以 fluent?
Yeah, it's not about intelligence either. I think if you have time, you have a job, right? You work every day, I'm sure. We do too. Most people, normal people, don't have, 8 to 10 hours a day to stick their face in books or, on courses or apps or whatever online and study a language.
Even a student can't do that. 没办法
Because you just physically cannot do it, right?
对啊，太累了
So,
好啦，就是
be realistic about it. Don't buy these things that say, if you're going to learn a language, you need to commit to however long it's going to take you to learn it. And it could be a year, it could be 10 years.
对
You just have to commit to it. It's, and often, even for me, it's a life thing. It's like I'm still learning, like you're teaching me about how to say carbon fiber.
而且我还不知道
You as a native, and she didn't even know. Like so.
对啊，很好玩。所以，但是我觉得重要的是 in this question, the most important thing is effort. 你的努力，就是你真的你想要得到多少的成功，你就需要有多少的努力。
Right.
How much improvement you want or result you want, you have to put that same amount of efforts into it. 这是最重要的。对，不要觉得，对啊，不要觉得3个月我就可以了哦。
所以Shawn的就是一步一步来嘛。
一步来，对，一步就是 one step to come， 一步一步来。
And just to add on what Tom said, like regarding like these people, like reach fluency in like 1-2 years. Like it's not impossible, but like they're just trying to sell you something that you want to hear, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever they want, like, oh, fluency one here. But so they don't have your best interest in mind. Like it's only like, oh, like, why are you putting a timeline on this? Like for me personally, I feel like slow, like once you do something slowly, it builds character, you know? Like, I'm going to give like you guys example, like you guys are building this business from scratch. Now, maybe, I don't know what your goals are, maybe 2 million like subscribers, but just getting from, if I like, you just get 2 million one day, like it's just, the meaning isn't there. Like you can give somebody $1 million like straight up.
Yeah.
But they just won't appreciate like all that hardship they went through. And, like a lottery, basically, if you give them like 1 million, most people like they lose the money. Like,
你爱他，对不对？ 对
It's the journey. It's the journey. That's what you're saying, right? If you earn it, it feels so much better because you can reflect and go, I made that. I did that from 0 to now. But you're right. If someone came and said, oh, I don't want this million, here you go. It's like, I mean, it's great because you're like, oh, I can buy some things now, Tesla. But but also it's like, I did nothing for this.
对啊
It's just luck. Yeah. Oh.
怎么这么多 life lesson 好感人哦。
一步来。
一步一步来。
That's great.
好，再来第5个问题，在你学习的过程当中，你觉得你最好的投资是什么？那这个投资可以是钱，可以是体力，可以是你的朋友 anything 你觉得很棒的。
So what is the one of the best investments you've ever made in your study? It could be money, time, energy, friends, etc.
都可以。
People, 人文 just like
人朋友。
Yeah, like I like 以前我在服装店工作，like a clothing store 我卖衣服 I was a seller. So that's where I actually got all the practice from, like customers, like 跟客人聊天中文。
中国人吗？中国人吗？
中国人
说中文的，
新加坡人、台湾人。
Okay.
Like so, yeah, like this 这是我的兼职工作 part-time job.
是。
So like
where was this?
多伦多，加拿大。
Oh.
So like
那边有很多华人。
所以如果你看到 like 中国人还是台湾人 or Singapore or whatever, you'd go and go, hey, 你好。
You know, like being in that position, like, because you're a seller, like, you can ask any type of question you like, because that's your job, right? To ask them questions. Like, what are you looking for? Like, 你在叫什么? Like, what are you looking for? Or like literally anything at the cash, like when you're doing cash, you can ask them, like, you know how you guys ask like literally random questions. So like I can ask like anybody. So if you were to travel to a country, where would you go? Why? And like, because that was my job, right? Like, to create conversation, like get them like involved. So I got a lot of practice like with strangers, like, you know, Chinese, like, so it was pretty. So yeah, investing my time with people basically is the answer.
你怎么知道他们是中国人？
猜。
Like how do I know? Like it's like I don't sometimes like I'll bite the bullet and just go like 你是中国人吗? Like straight up, right? And like but it's kind of like it's not the best way to approach it. Like I'll try to fit in like side questions, you know, just to get, oh, you know, like I like your accent. Like, do you speak another language? Oh, yeah. And then like, you know, I'll build it up and then I'll figure it out. So yeah, from Japan. Like I spoke Chinese with Mandarin also. So like people are like really interesting. I love people. I love the energy. So I like it.
就是 to interest people 很棒。
We are like an extra question.
好啊，问啊。
What was the first question you learned in 中文? The first question, and not including 你好吗？
这是什么？
你是中国人吗?
Oh, really?
Straight up.
See, what was your first one in English?
我吗？
Yeah.
How are you?
Was it how are you? Okay, not other than how are you?
But in what situation? Like after I met you, or like just when I
ever?
How are you?
After that, so just not that one.
Oh, may I?
Oh, may I do something?
Because we learn that because the culture 的那个文化就是我们不会说可不可以请我们就说我要袋子可以吗？I want a bag, can I? 对，所以但是英文你不可以这么的 straight， 你要说 May I? Like May I go to the bathroom to teacher? May I May I leave? You know 这种 May I to start the question 是很重要的。So maybe just May I?
Even for me, even before 你好吗 it was 你说普通话还是广东话？
哦，真的。
Yeah. Yeah, but because
I never asked that. Like, can you speak English?
Yeah, well,我找了你普通话是普通话，他不知道。We don't say 普通话。
我们说中文 in Taiwan.
因为是中文 Chinese instead of 普通话。The common language it's not a thing. That's a China thing.
China thing.
Yeah. But the reason I asked it is because I was ignorant about Dongguo and about Hong Kong and Taiwan. Didn't know. So I thought, okay, so in China, I didn't know it was localized to Hong Kong at the time, mainly. But they spoke, you know, Guangdonghua, Cantonese, and Zhongwen. I thought it was just mixed over the country. Like the languages were mixed. And I thought, well, how am I going to know if they're speaking Zhongwen or Guangdonghua? So I need a question to ask them so I can differentiate between the two.
当然，对啊。
And so that was the question, yeah.
哦。
你说 yeah, 普通话还是广东话？
这个就是我觉得这个是跟 study system 很有关系，因为你们学到的东西，你们会用在比如说旅行、旅游或者是工作，所以你问的问题跟我们就是在学校 to pass the test， to pass the test 那个 target 是不一样的，目标是不一样的，所以我们学的全部都是在说 live conversation， 不会用在是那种 practical situation， 所以好特别哦，对我来说啦。就是 as a English learner and as a Chinese learner， 就是那个我们的学的方法很不一样，
对
，so much different， 很不一样，对呀。好，人不对，对是人，是朋友。好，好，接下来是什么是你喜欢的习惯或者是东西，会让人家觉得Shawn，你很特别。
Okay, so what is a crazy or absurd thing that you love that will make us think, Shawn, you're a bit special?
对，有吗？
This was 好难的问题，因为 like I was thinking about it and I was like, what do I do? Like that's like unusual. But I don't think so. I don't have a direct answer that it's a habit, but sometimes like 在火车里 when I like listen to something and the train ride is really soothing, right? Especially you're just sitting and then like I'm tired afterward, like 工作以后 and I'm just like dozing off. Like I'll probably listen to 中文节目 like the radio. Like 我不明白 like 因为他们说很快。
对啊。
And like I'm like, what are these guys saying? But I'm sleepy, so I put it on and I just like sleep and it's like very cyclical, right? Like when you sleep on a train, especially for me, like I'll wake up like every 2 stops and then like I'll sleep for 2 like so like I'm still getting that input. I don't know if it's going to work, but I just try and do it sometimes.
Yeah, I've heard that. Learn while you sleep. We've actually made a meditation video. It was awkward. We had to sit at the microphone going, okay, so the world is, and she was speaking Taiwan. But we thought, this might, this is we just want to try and mix it up a bit. But learn while you sleep. I don't know.
我没办法。
No, I know, but I don't know. Maybe. The thing is, it's about hope, isn't it? It's like you hope if you go to sleep with this on. I've done it too. You go to sleep with this on. I'll, some of it will stick, right? Maybe some of it will stay in there somewhere, and I'll go for some reason. I know that word. You know what I mean? Pingo. I heard that somewhere in my dreams.
Why? 为什么？不知道。
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. So okay, cool. So you like to go to sleep on the train, listening to the like Zhongwen radio, for them to soothe you to sleep throughout. Do you not miss your stop?
The good thing is my stop is the last stop. So
win.
Like, really get off on the last stop. Someone will wake up.
I'd be scared to go to sleep for that long in England.
Oh, I will never do that.
It's not safe. In Taiwan, I think you're fine. How safe is it in Canada?
Pretty safe. Like you guys said, you guys heard about that stereotype. Like
friendly Canada.
Yeah, and especially 特别是现在 like because of the Bingdu, like nobody wants to touch you anyway. So like
true.
So like everyone's keeping their distance as it is. So
你需要戴口罩吗？你需要戴口罩？
Yeah. Okay. Like I wear it every day, like the mask. Yeah.
好棒. We've actually just recently heard that the second wave has started in Taiwan.
对啊.
Yeah, that's we didn't get it, but I think Taiwan managed the Bingdu really, really well actually. Yep. And I think we got it. I didn't do anything. The doctors and the government, whatever, they got it down to 400 people who were infected or something. 450. And 7 people died, unfortunately, but only 7 in comparison to, a lot of the major countries.
Yeah.
And then we had 0 cases for like 30 days or something. And now I think we had 107 yesterday or something. We were testing 107.
They were tested. Yeah, they were being tested.
Yeah, so maybe it's starting back up.
Oh. 好。要健康，好吧？
好，
好，接下来第7个问题，在过去的5年里面，有没有什么新的信仰啊、习惯或者是行为，就是改变你很多，让你在人生当中有得到进步？
So in the last 5 years, what a habit or behavior has most impacted your life or study?
Probably like 早起 like 我每天早起 因为我每天4点30早上4点30分起床 like I get up pretty early like every day and I don't find it like an issue because like I told you guys like I used to do it like whilst I was in college too, so I had an 8 a.m. class. And then wake up at like 4:30, study like Chinese with someone like, and then just go for the class. So I felt like waking up early, doing something, it kind of gives you like a good momentum throughout the day. Like even if you just do that one thing like early in the morning, the rest of the day, like whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Like because you did something in the morning, and just it's a good momentum for the rest of the day. So yeah, waking up early.
好，你可以，我不要，你可以。早上4点起床。
4点吗？
他说他4点半就起床。你说4点吗？对啊，不是7点半哦，是4点半。
I've heard that as well. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram. Like, there's a dude called Jocko Willink, his name is.
Yeah.
你知道他吗？ Yeah. He always takes pictures of his watch at like 4:34 or something. He wakes up, and when he wakes up, he takes a picture of his watch to say, I'm up at 4:30 a.m. or whatever. And like with get up or get out of bed messages every morning.
为什么?
Because for the same reason, like get up, he's up early, he's doing stuff. Because his kids are asleep still at 4:30. His wife asleep, so he can get on and do stuff, go to the gym, work out, get some work done. And then by the time they wake up, he's already kind of achieved something for the day. So even if he gets distracted or anything like that, 没事。
因为他是我觉得他是 like he's a military. He was a military general, I think.
Yeah, he was in like the Navy SEALs or something like that, wasn't he? Right?
他们都有很好的 routine.
Yeah, and a lot of people like The Rock says he does it as well. He's up at 4:30 and goes to the gym and all that kind of stuff.
应该要这样的，对不对？
But people don't see, by the way, the other end of the stick. Let me talk about the stick.
这是什么意思？ The end of the stick.
没事，这是 expression. I don't know it in Zhongwen. The other end of the stick. So like, I think I just made that up. I don't know. You understand my meaning. So at one end of the stick, you have someone getting up really early, but they don't. So they talk about all the stuff they achieve in the morning, actually. But what you don't hear is at the end of the other end of the stick, right? They actually go to bed early as well, right? So you'll find that The Rock will get up at 4:30, but he'll be in bed by like 8. Do you know what I mean? Because he's tired. Of course, you get up.
当然的。
They need the same amount of sleep. They just like readjust their day.
Okay. 了解。
The other way around. Do you know what I mean? I've read like a bunch of people's routines in the morning. I love all that stuff, Shawn. About routine success and all routines for success and study and learning and this kind of stuff. And one of them was like get up at 4:30, but he was in bed by 7:30. Like the kids were in bed as well. He was in bed by 7:30 at night. That was his routine, and then he'd get back up at 4:30 again. Yeah.
Like I never felt that like waking up early is the key to success. Because what if I wake up early and I don't do anything for the rest of the day, whereas you're awake for like 1 hour and then you do like everything in that 1 hour? It's just what you do in your hours. That's
it's what you do. I really felt that like the most productive period I have is between about 9 and about 11 in the morning. Just before lunch. I get everything like I can get in the flow. You know, that flow of work perhaps you can get into, or the flow of study, whatever it may be between those few hours. But then after lunch, I can definitely feel it going, my focus drifting. You know?
我也是。对，我也是。
Yeah. Do you find that, Shawn? How's...
我很想睡觉。
The thing, yeah, for me, like you said, like, because I kind of wake up early, I go to sleep early too. So like, but I feel fulfilled that, I'm staying up like probably 15, 16 hours in the day. And towards the end of the day, like knowing that I gave it my all at work, whatever I did, I'm going to get a good sleep. And like your sleep, like it's like very hanjongya, right? Your sleep. Because I can go hard the next day. And like, it's just.
Also, fun fact, neurologically, and Kara, she's one of our hangouteers. She's a neurologist. So she could probably tell me if this is correct or not. But if you learn during the day, your memories like solidify at night when you sleep. So they stick because you've slept on it. Do you know what I mean? So like you learn things during the day and it's stored somewhere in your neural pathways. I don't know. And then you go to sleep. I'm not a doctor. And then you go to sleep and they kind of concrete. The memories that you've made during that day, they become more solid as you sleep. And then you wake up you start a new one and you start making new memories. I don't know.
Oh, 好有趣哦.
Which would suggest to me the best time to study is just before bed, because you know what I mean? If you're learning new vocabulary and then you go to sleep with that new vocabulary or something, and then because you're resting your brain, the memories are then becoming more solid. The the connections.
Oh.
And then you wake up. Maybe you remember them better? I don't know.
好有趣哦，可以试试看啊。
Okay.
你就2个都试试看嘛，你就4点起床。
I did that recently. I've been reading like 中文故事 at night time. Like we've been reading 中文故事 or, you know, doing an app, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. I can neither confirm nor deny this, whether this is true or not yet. But I will tell you if...
他还在做实验 He's still on the experiment yet.
Yeah, I'm still experimenting. Okay.
好棒
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Shawn. I interjected.
OK， 接下来下一个问题是你想要给一个聪明而且有动力的正要准备学中文的朋友什么样的建议？
Okay, so what advice would you give to a smart, driven person who's about to start learning 中文?
Just literally, you're halfway there. You have the mindset. You know, most people don't even have that. It's pretty much everything. This mindset, because you're driven, it's the thing that's going to make you take out your phone in the train and be like, I got to study. So you have that. So just the rest of it is just put in the work and like Tom said, like don't like buy into all this like get fluent fast and like just go like enjoy it. Like you don't have to, it doesn't have to hurt. Like but if it hurts a little, like you're probably doing it right. So that's
好棒哦。对啊，这是真的啊 and that's also true.
Yeah.
就是享受它，就 enjoy it instead of I'm learning it. 就是不一样的mindset.
Yeah. Actually, what people don't, actually, no, I don't really understand people who like straight teaching. Like, I understand that people learn in different ways. You get, you know, people who like to read and they get their learning from reading the grammar rules. Or you get those people who like to sit in front of a teacher and then saying, you know, this is this and this is where you do this and this. No fun. Just this, and they go, okay, yeah, and make notes. And then you get the people who like a bit more fun. They want some like interaction and that kind of stuff, activities, and that. But I never understood I get so tore by with straight teaching. It makes me so frustrated. I want to cry. What do I call? It makes me so frustrated. People, but all it takes is I've done it before with my like my colleagues. Maybe I'll be at work or something and my colleague will say, you know, I don't know, 教育 or something. And I'll go, what does that mean? And they'll explain it. And I'll go, but I don't understand what do you mean? And maybe they'll say it in a way that frustrates me. They'll get home and I'll go, they said this. I've done, you know how many times I've done this, right? Yeah. I've come home and go, they said this thing. I heard this thing. And they said it like, they said blah, blah, blah. What is blah, blah, blah? What does that mean? Someone tried to explain it. But then Eula will say it in a different way. And she'll explain it. I'll go, oh, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense now. Now you kind of make it, do you know what I mean? Don't get it, but yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
找动力很重要。
Yeah, motivation super important.
对对对。
Be driven, yeah.
没错。
好。你能做到。
OK， 接下来我们快了，第9个。
没事。
你在一些学习的社群里面有没有听过什么样不好的建议？
Yeah, I think you've already commented on one of them. But what are some bad recommendations within the learning community?
Probably like, you know, I've heard that it's like you can't just go straight into speaking, and I didn't really understand that because my goal is to like, you know, 说话. So literally the first thing I did was like go to a stranger and like speak to them. Like it worked for me because like once you get past that difficult stage, you know, like it just gets easier the next time. So just go, like, I think do what you want to do. Like there's no wrong and right. Like I can say something, but it might not work for you. So I guess probably what we touched upon was like that get rich like fast and the get fluent in 30 days. Yeah, like don't buy into that. Like that's my number one thing. Take your time, and yeah, it's just that's probably the worst thing. Otherwise, like the community is good, right? People, especially like 说中文的人, like they're always, because 他们知道 like how hard like studying English is, and they're so welcoming, like okay, like go slow. So like apart from that, like it's just those people trying to sell you courses and stuff.
Yeah.
可是我觉得 Shawn 也是一个很有自信，然后他是知道自己的目标在哪里的人。 your confidence and you know where your goal is， 所以你可以就是去跟一个 stranger 说话，这应该是不是 like normal people 会做的事情，但是你知道我要什么，然后你就会去做。对
，Yeah, like the best thing like I could say like probably in a sentence is like don't take like criticism like from someone you wouldn't take advice from, because there's a lot of people also like gonna say some stuff in your study like, oh, you can't do it, like, but these guys are not Chinese speakers, so like who are they, like,
yeah. I mean, I think we're also, I mean, we're crossing the line now into kind of toxic internet people as well, like having opinions on your progress or your language or anything like that. You shouldn't be listening to these people anyway. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People who find our podcast online or whatever and go, "Oh, you guys are shit." What? Who are you? Like, who are you? What are you? Yeah. You've taken time out of your day to sit on the toilet or whatever and find our video and then write something horrible. Like, what's the?
Yeah.
就是你要自己去清理那些垃圾 You have to clear up those, rubbish comments， 然后让要说服，我觉得说服 to convince yourself not to care 很难，真的很难，就是我们知道，来，我们有这些 comments 很多，但是每次我们都在说，我们不要听，我们也不要去在乎，但是真的很难不去在乎。
And it's always that one.
对。
Shawn, like if you went to work and one day and as you walked in, everyone, one person said, "Shawn, you look amazing. How shy?" Like, you know what I mean? Or "You look handsome today." Someone else says, what you're wearing is great. And then someone said, have you been working out? You look in shape. And then someone goes, "Yeah, but your beard's horrible." You remember that guy.
Yeah.
But you just had 3 or 4 compliments, but you remember that guy with the beard, that guy. And it's the same with comments, we have loads of lovely comments, some really nice ones.
很多 很多
Actually, today, my little pumpkin, someone on Instagram called Little Pumpkin sent us a really lovely Instagram message saying, they found us recently and love what we do, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But there's that one person who will message us and go, "Yeah, glasses. Would you wear glasses, you geek?" And you think, come on, dude. And you think about it all day.
对，就是要说服自己很难，但是你就是真的要去试试看，就是不要去理那些 bad comments， 对啊。就专注啦，我觉得 focus on what you're doing and what other people like what you're doing， 这个是很重要的。
Yeah. Actually, a lot of people say, "Sorry, Shawn, like we're hijacking this. It's because you're making good points." And he said something about don't take advice. Don't take advice from people. Sorry, don't take criticism from people who wouldn't give you advice, who don't give you advice, or you wouldn't take advice from. Did I get it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what I mean?
You get it eventually.
I got it eventually. So if you walk down the street and someone says, "Oh, you're an idiot. Like you should do this with Mandarin Monkey, or you should do this with your language." I don't know you. I don't trust you particularly. I don't know why I'm listening to you. You shouldn't. But perhaps if your parents or somebody who you might take, or your friend, good friend or something said, "Oh, maybe you guys should try doing a thing."
Okay.
Or I didn't like that last thing you did because of this thing. Maybe that is some advice you should take, right?
Yeah.
That's super interesting. I like it. You're giving us good answers. So it's getting us to talk a lot.
好，再来。当你觉得不知所措，没有办法专心，然后短时间没有办法做你想做的事情，你会怎么改变？你会怎么做？
So when you feel frustrated or overwhelmed, or you've lost your focus, how do you get your focus back on track, back to studying, or back to doing whatever you're doing?
对呀。
This was a really nice question because just like literally last month at work, I'm fortunate enough to like actually put in one earphone and listen like to work, listen to like anything I want. So I listen to Chinese and like I was listening to like somebody talk about their story and I felt bad. Like like in my gut, like I just felt like really like sour, like I'm not progressing hard enough. And like my whole day, I was just like really sour. I didn't want to do anything. Like I felt that, oh my God, like 2 years and like, this was an issue. Like I started comparing myself with people who are like higher level than me.
No.
And like,
don't do that.
I'm like, like, damn, like you spent like 2 years, like you should have been like this. But then I literally went home and I just went to sleep. Like I just didn't want to think about it. So when I get overwhelmed, like it's rare usually because I'm the one like hyping myself up usually. So like I just literally went to sleep, or I'll like literally watch something that I have a lot of interest generally. So I'll just literally watch something else, like get my mind off that thing. So literally just take like, even speak to your language partner, you know, like doesn't have to be like Zhongwen, like you can speak in English and you can explain, hey, I don't feel well. And just get like, I find a lot of comfort from talking to people, and like, cause you know, they can share their energy with you, stuff like that. So just make sure like you get some good energy. It can be food, like people, like literally candy share, like read something. Yeah. So like take a break, literally, like don't stop, but like literally take a break. Like,
do you ever listen to people speak, like positive, like motivational people or anything like that to bring your mood up?
Yes. Like, see, like most of my motivation comes from the people like who inspire me. Most of them are like athletes.
Okay.
So, and they're like, I'm driven by like, you know, hard work, like dedication. Like nothing comes close. Like all the athletes that I follow, like they just talk about like putting in the hours, like stuff like that. So like once you relate to like, and these are champions that I'm listening to. So like they always tell you like, you know, whatever you see, like, you know, us winning, like it's like literally 10%, like all the work gets done behind the closed door, you know, like when nobody's looking, like that's where it's done. So if they can do it, like 如果他们会做，为什么我会不会为什么我不会做? Like why can't I do it, right?
Yeah.
So this is exactly how I put it.
Of course they can. And I heard a saying the other day in a book, actually. Champions are those people who are willing to do what 90% or 99% of other people aren't willing to do. Do you know what I mean? Like you say, you can play basketball if you want to, or you know, you can be a champion runner, but you're going to have to run 100 hours a week on that track, and you know, do this and this exercise. You're going to have to study and do whatever it is. You have to do these things, and 99% of people will go, it sounds like too much. Like I can't do that. I got no time. The excuses start, right? Yeah. The champions are the ones who say, "Oh, I'll do that." Yeah. You know, and they go do it.
I will make the time.
Like, I'll make it. Yeah, I'll find the time, and we'll do this.
When I look at you guys, like the business you guys are building, like right now, it's like you guys like are teaching like a business, right? But y'all don't like specifically like you, like Tom, like you code. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like you're not only teaching, but you're coding on the side. Like, like you don't have to, but you do it like because you want to, and it's important to you. So if it's important to you, you will do it regardless. There's like no excuse. Like that's just it.
Got to do it.
好棒.
It gets tough, and you don't see what happens. So we're going to make an Android app or whatever it is, and I'm going to get there eventually. And you don't see what happens. You're saying the 90%, you'll see the app come out when we made it. But the blood, sweat, and tears that happened, you don't see it. Honestly, so much frustration about this business has happened behind this camera. You know, there's been tears, there's been frustration, there's been shouting. It's you know, oh, hello, hi. Cables. Life things happen, you know? You're absolutely right. It's the 90% you see, but go to sleep. So you say, you know, sleep and fill your life full of positive people and try and...
Yeah, literally like this, as it is like with people too, like, you know, I'm talking about, like good energy with people. Like, I'm not talking about like bad energy, like with people, because there are people who just come to like, just say something, like you said, in comments. They literally have no time. They'll come to your comments, just waste their time, like put something negative. So like, if I feel anything like getting negative in my life, like I have all the power to cut it off. Like I don't care. Like literally, just like I don't want to talk to you. Like that's
对，正面的东西很重要。Positive.
I mean, they're never important, are they? Those people in your life, and I think where the trouble comes is 如果you know these bad people 不好人if 如果他们是你的家人，这是麻烦。Do you know what I mean? Like maybe like 应该你的爸爸是不好人， 你还好吗？
我在听啊，
你的脸，
我在听。
如果你的爸爸是那个 like 很 negative 的人，这是 like a real problem because he's your dad. But every day he's he's upset with his job and 他会回来，然后他会说生活不好，you know, I mean, you're going to be like me when you grow up, you know, all this kind of stuff, and it's just like filling your life with negativity. And some people, maybe that's your sister or your auntie or uncle, your mom or something. What can you do? It's difficult, right, to tell your mum to piss off. You know?
Well, 你就是要自己出去外面住啊。You have to find your own apartment.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I think sometimes you do. You do have to kind of move out and separate yourself as much as you can from the negative aspects of life.
对
So you can continue with the positive.
我觉得就是把你放在一个你想要成为什么样子的人的环境很重要。Think about what kind of person you want to be and then just put yourself in that environment. 这个很重要。
Surround yourself with those people.
对啊。
I think Shawn might be one of those people.
没错，我们好高兴认识你，就是你是一个非常有正能量的人。You are full of positive energy. 我们真的很喜欢。对。还有，如果在台湾的话呢 ，I will treat you 珍珠奶茶，因为 don't compare yourself， 不要拿自己跟更好的人去比较，Don't compare to yourself and feel bad。但是我觉得to compare to somebody else is better than you is a good thing， 但是不要太多 ，Don't get too deep。因为你不是他们，你是你自己，而且2年你有这样子的 progress 是很棒了，我觉得很棒了，所以不要觉得难过，不要觉得自己好像不够好，你很棒了。
Also, you one is a bad measure of your own progress. Like 我会解释 like you know, if you've been on holiday or something, or you've been away from your family, like 我住在台湾，所以我的家人 they don't see me. 我的家人 they don't really see us, you know. 但是如果 if they see us on video or something, they'll go, oh, you got fat or something. Do you know what I mean? No, 他们 this is how but like they may go, oh, you got fat, or you know, you've lost weight or something, you know, or you got
more hair.
You got grey hair, you got more hair, you got less hair, or you know, you're going grey or whatever it is. They'll because they've been away from you.
Yeah.
They can see your improvement or whatever. With your language, it's the same thing. You're with you every day, so you don't see your improvement.
对
But other people, like we have hangouteers who've been us from the beginning. We know this woman 认识这个我们的朋友，他的名字是 Dan.
对
Dan, yeah. And I hopefully you'll get to know him, and you should definitely join the hangouteers. By the way, I think you find it really fun. I think it'd be helpful to you. Dan is one of our oldest and
我们的老朋友
one of our first
对
patrons and hangouteers, and is always very complimentary and supportive of anything we try and do. And he's improved a great deal. He came in reading a lot. He wanted to improve his speaking ability just like you, but he does study also reading and stuff. But the amount he's improved, now he probably doesn't see it, because he's with himself every day and he thinks, oh, but what about this Shawn guy? Someone's good, or this other person, this, you know, I'm not that good and I've been studying this year, but he's improved so much in speaking and in confidence. You don't see it, right? And it's this.
我觉得你不需要拿自己的进步去跟人家 compare，不需要去不需要去比较，因为no matter how much you improve。You improved， 所以你不需要去觉得说啊，我到底进步多少？哎呦，我进步的没有他那么多，或是他比我好，我觉得不需要。就是你有进步，那这就是你人生的一个果实 ，is the fruit in your life。我们中文是这样说啦，就是果实是最重要的。你有了果实，你就应该要好好的庆祝，好好的对待自己 ，to treat yourself。不要觉得说哦 ，I've done so much， 然后我还是这么的不好，那你就会开始就是 drag yourself down， 这是很不好的 mindset。对啊。
Yeah, but sometimes you can't help it though, right? I mean,
you can't help， 但是你要 force yourself, like what we do every day to those bad comments. You have to force yourself to forget， 就是要去忘记，然后就是。对自己好一点 ，to treat yourself better， 这是很重要的。要让就是你 you need to see the value of yourself.
This
you can't, other people can't help you.
This podcast is deep.
对啊，这是 好棒哦。
It's got so
that was my intention too. Like I wasn't coming on here like to tell somebody how to study like Chinese because we do it differently, right? Like it's just like I just wanted to like share my story. Like, you know, there's a lot of hardships and like it's normal. Like, if you're going through them, like the other people are too. So like you're not alone in that boat. So there's a lot of people with you.
Yeah.
So
that's why we have the community, right? I mean, that's why we started. There's two reasons we have the patrons. I don't know if you're aware or not, we have that thing, but we do. We run a Patreon site, and we originally started it. We thought, okay, maybe, because YouTube doesn't pay much money, by the way. I don't know if you know that or not. And the Guanbo, this is me and Faye. The Guanbo is like a free thing. We just do it. And we've been doing it since 2018.
2 years now.
Just because
我们的儿子2岁了，所以已经2年了。
Yeah, so 2 years now. And we do it for free. We don't have sponsors. We had an affiliate, which we don't. Yeah.
OCT.
OCT, yeah. We're not getting involved with OCT anymore. You know, they have, there's been technical issues. So, but we don't do it. So we had to think of a way of getting income one way or the other. And Patreon was one of those ways. And we thought, okay, but we also want a community of people like language learners like us that we can bring together and be friends with. But we also hated having like massive anonymous communities. You get these communities of like language learners where they're just like names. Like you get groups like on Facebook. I found Facebook Chinese learning groups so toxic, by the way, like the worst places I've ever been.
It's learning group.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because I thought they'd be like really helpful and this kind of stuff. And there's a few people who are, but there's a bunch of like racist people and just awful people who say stuff about and like people looking for women. And it's like, what are you doing on this group, dude? Like,
我们需要一个 solid community.
Yeah, we wanted a solid one, and we thought we actually opened up a free WhatsApp group and that kind of stuff, but it got spammed with porn and stuff because people. So we thought, okay, we have to put this behind a paywall so that serious people can come in, you know. Yeah. And since doing that, it's got so much better. And now, literally, we have a bunch of friends now.
而且他们都很有帮助。对啊。
This is why
I'm sorry to interrupt, but like the analogy that I'm getting is like, even though it's a small community that you guys have right now in that group, it's, for example, like it's like a wedding. So you can invite like 400 people like to your wedding, but you can't attend to all of them, right? So they do their own things. Whereas you have like 10, 15 at your wedding, but you stay close. So that's the connection is better that way.
Exactly, right? So that's what we're trying to do. And we meet them because we have these hangouts every weekend, obviously. So we meet and we do language exchange kind of thing where we make games and we have fun. I think this week is 是个问题吗？
对啊，
this weekend's 20 questions.
对。
Yeah. So we're doing 20 questions where, you know, the guys will come along, like 4 or 5 people will come along and they'll have like 3 nouns, a people, place or thing.
Maybe cup, computer,
and then
light.
Everyone else has to ask them yes, no questions.
对。
In Zhongwen, obviously, in Zhongwen.
是动物吗？
Until either we get it, we get the thing, or we get to 20 questions. This is 20 questions.
很好玩啊，对啊。所以我们的 community， 我们的社群并不是这么的随便，我们是真的有一群很好的朋友可以帮助你学习中文的，所以可以来试试看。
Yeah, I'm actually kind of worried that as it grows, like you're saying, 400 people at a wedding, how we stay in contact with that many people. 但是 we want to. Why is this turning into this podcast now? This is turning into like a Womanda, like Mongsang. Like we want to like get more teachers, like native speaking teachers and friends of the channel who will come on and present things and get involved in the podcast more regularly and introduce themselves. We have another teacher called Amy. She also does private lessons.
对，
but
很棒的老师。
she's very, very busy. Yeah, she's really good. But she's very busy all the time. She doesn't have time a lot to come on the podcast and do hangouts and stuff. She just has time to teach. And we need lots of people, more teachers who come here, you know, to get onto the screen and do more videos.
让大家认识，对。
We're working on it, Shawn.
对呀。好啦，谢谢Shawn的时间，谢谢你跟我们分享这么多很棒的资讯，很正能量的对话，我们真的很喜欢，
对，我们喜欢。
谢谢你。
Like I'm so happy right now. Like today, like you know, at the lunchroom, you guys uploaded a video on Instagram, the shipping, and it was the sock. Like, I was just like, you know, even the one I was laughing so much because when I'm doing work and like I'm listening and like, Tom, you're like really funny, like, and you say like random things, and like I'm laughing, and my tongue sure will be like, what are you laughing at? And like it's hard to explain, like, it's like I was doing like a funny noise, and like even the video about 忽略, like ignore, and you're like ignore, like I'm just like so happy, like it's wow.
Well, thank you very much for coming. Look, we do want you. We're going to get you back on the podcast as well, if that's cool. Stay on the line though. After, stay on the line. Just we'll say bye bye, but stay on the line. 你需要说东西吗？
没有啊，我们可以。
OK， 好。
等等，
绿莎
哪一个？
啊 ，no， 等我一下。
不是，
等我一下。
那个不是。
OK， 这个。
好。
你们。
我先吗？好，如果你们有任何的消息，或者是想要跟我们联系讨论有关于 Mandarin Monkey 或是中文学习的东西，你们可以写信到 chat@mandarinmonkey.com， 我们会尽可能的回复你们哦。
Certainly, and if you want to get involved with beta testing the app, you certainly can, and you can contact our Queen of the Nerds, is Darian. She is on nerds at mandarinmonkey.com. You can become an app tester for our new app, but 但是你需要 an iOS device to do so right now. Android's on its way, but not as soon as the iOS version. Sorry.
对，好。如果你们想要试试看我们的中文课程，你们可以到 mandarinmonkey.com/free lessons。每个人都有2个 free lessons。第一堂课是 level check， 会由 Eula代替问大家很多一些从 beginners 到 advanced 的一些问题，然后看看你的程度在哪里。第2堂课会由 Amy 老师来帮你上课，看你喜欢什么样子的上课方式。
So you certainly can. You can get yourself 2 free lessons. As I always say, www.mandarinmonkey.com/free lessons, and you can book your free lessons in that screen there.
没错。
Technology.
试试看，没关系。
All right, thank you very much, Shawn. We super appreciate you coming and telling your story. We love it. And we will catch you soon, and we'll catch you soon.
没错，我们下次见哦！谢谢你们收听，谢谢你们收看，我们下次见喽，拜拜，
拜拜。